news on the Papyrus Global TV. I am Christiana Babayo, and here are the headlines. Davido paternity dispute escalates as family reveals multiple DNA tests. Anu's mother rejects claims, accuses Adeleke family of intimidation. Pastor warns men against secret affairs, says they pose dangerous risk. American streamer IShowSpeed praises Nigeria's jollof rice as best in the world. Actress Mercy Johnson says children face school bullying over false rumors. Ned Nwoko explains arrest of accomplice of Regina Daniels. Wizkid and Seun Kuti clash over Fela's legacy in online feud. And now the news overview. The long-running paternity dispute involving Afrobeat star Davido intensified this week after his father, business magnate Adedeji Adeleke, addressed claims that a 12-year-old girl named Anu Adeleke is the singer's daughter. The matter, which has drawn intense public scrutiny on social media, has spotlighted conflicting accounts over DNA evidence and the origins of social media narratives. At a Wednesday 13th January press briefing in Lagos, Dr. Adeleke reiterated that multiple DNA tests have been conducted to determine whether his son is the biological father of Anu, all of which returned negative, showing no genetic link. He said 3 of the tests involved Davido directly, and additional tests were conducted for his cousin Adebayo David Adeleke, B-Red, to rule out any case of mistaken identity. All 5 results, he said, showed no probability of paternity. The paternity question first drew attention publicly when the girl's mother, Ayo Labinjo, and Anu herself posted an appeal on Instagram in mid-January asking Davido to take a DNA test so Anu could establish her identity after years of bullying and ridicule at school. Dr. Adeleke explained that he became aware of the claim in 2014 when he said he received a package containing photographs, a birth certificate listing Davido as father, and a letter from the child's grandmother. He said he arranged the first DNA test in Lagos and offered additional tests to ensure scientific clarity. While Davido himself has previously addressed the matter on social media, insisting that multiple tests had already been completed with consistent negative results, the renewed public debate has underscored the challenges of managing sensitive personal issues involving minors in the digital age. In a swift response to statements from Davido's father, Anu's mother, Ayola Binjo, has challenged key elements of the Adeleke's family's account and accused them of intimidation and manipulation. The exchange has broadened the controversy around scientific claims into a dispute over narrative control and public pressure. Labinjo rejected assertions that her daughter's social media account was managed by third parties, stating that the family has exercised control of the account for years, and denied that any additional DNA tests took place in 2020 as claimed by Dr. Adeleke. She also demanded public release of original DNA test results, saying transparency is necessary to resolve the matter conclusively. In her public remarks, Labinjo accused the Adeleke family of attempting to influence the narrative through power and wealth and dismissed suggestions that internal family members had collaborated with the singer's camp. She also issued a warning that any harm to her, her daughter, or her own mother arising from the controversy would be the responsibility of the Adeleke family. Nigerian pastor Nathaniel Bassey has issued a public warning to men about engaging in secret romantic or extramarital relationships, describing such behaviors as potentially harmful to personal well-being, family stability, and long-term life outcomes. The message was delivered during a live church broadcast in Lagos on Wednesday, 21st January, where Bassey addressed a growing social conversation around infidelity, relational trust, and spiritual values. He said that hidden relationships create vulnerability to emotional distress, reputational harm, and broader personal risk. Bassey's warning comes against the backdrop of rising public debate in Nigeria about marriage, family cohesion, and ethical conduct, particularly among young professionals and public figures. His remarks sought to reinforce a narrative prioritizing accountability, transparency, and fidelity in relationships. He also encouraged individuals to examine how lifestyle choices affect their physical, emotional, and spiritual health, arguing that secret affairs often mask deeper issues if left unaddressed could lead to long-term regret or consequences. American online personality IshowSpeed has publicly acclaimed Nigeria's jollof rice as the best in the world during recent interactions with fans on social media, underscoring the global appeal of West African cuisine. The streamer, known for his large online audience and cross-cultural engagements, made the comments after sampling Nigerian jollof while visiting Lagos earlier this month. His praise has generated widespread attention among food lovers and content creators across Africa and beyond. IShowSpeed's endorsement reflects a broader global trend in which West African foods, particularly rice dishes like Nigerian and Ghanaian jollof, are gaining international recognition and sparking passionate debates about flavor, preparation styles, and cultural culinary heritage. His remarks quickly trended on social media platforms, framing Nigeria as a key culinary destination for fans of African cuisine. Discussions about regional food, traditions, ingredients, and cooking methods have been amplified, with many users sharing recipes and inviting global audiences to explore Nigerian gastronomy. We will now go on a short break, and when we come back, the news will continue. Stay tuned.
The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
Welcome back, and now the news will continue. Veteran Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson Okoje has publicly disclosed that her children are facing bullying at school as a direct result of false social media narratives circulating about her and her family. The appeal was made in an online video shared by the actress on January 20th, 2026, where she described the emotional harm suffered by her teens because of what she calls unsubstantiated rumors. In the video shared on her verified Instagram page, Johnson warned netizens and content creators that when unverified claims gain traction online, they can have real world consequences for families, especially children who are too young to defend themselves. She said that some parents had instructed their own children to avoid her children, in some cases, even discouraging contact with school bags because of the circulating speculation that she's involved in witchcraft, a claim she has strongly denied. Johnson also indicated that she is prepared to pursue legal action against individuals and platforms that spread defamation, saying she has already taken steps in some instances and will continue to protect her family's reputation through the courts if necessary. Businessman and politician Prince Ned Nwoko has offered details regarding the arrest of a friend of actress Regina Daniels, identified as Izukebu Anne Antoinette, saying law enforcement action followed concerns over alleged wrongdoing. The comments were made on January 19, 2026, in response to public speculation after social media reports about the arrest circulated online. Nwoko explained that the arrest was not directed at Daniels herself but was connected to a separate matter involving alleged financial misconduct by individuals associated with Daniels' extended social cycle. He said authorities acted after reviewing evidence that pointed to possible misappropriation of funds and that the matter was now under formal investigation by security agencies. The development attracted significant attention on social media, where many users speculated about the involvement of high profile personalities. Woko's clarification sought to differentiate between the legal process affecting a private individual and the status of the actress, who has not been formally charged or implicated in any wrongdoing. Officials from relevant law enforcement agencies confirmed that an investigation is ongoing and that due process will determine whether charges are filed. Grammy-winning Afrobeat superstar Wizkid and Afrobeat musician Seun Kuti have become embroiled in a highly publicized online feud after a social media dispute over the legacy of legendary Afrobeat pioneer Fela Anikulapo-Kuti, father of Seun Kuti. The exchange has captured widespread attention across Nigeria entertainment circles and social platforms, sparking intense debate about artistic influence and respect for cultural heritage. The clash traces back to comments made by Seun in the days before January 20th, 2026, when he criticized Wizkid's fan base, known as Wizkid FC, for frequently comparing the contemporary star to his late father Fela. Seun argued that such comparisons diminish Fela's historical and cultural contributions as an activist and musician. In response, on January 20th, Wizkid took to his Instagram stories and X, formerly Twitter accounts, with a series of posts that sharply rebuffed Seun's criticism and escalated the dispute. Among his remarks, Wizkid asserted that he is bigger than Fela, a statement that immediately went viral and fueled reactions on both sides of the debate. Reactions from peers and the public have been mixed. Some entertainment figures and fans defended Fela's unmatched historical role, while others backed Wizkid's right to highlight his achievements and defend his fan base. And that's all we have on entertainment news on the Papyrus Global TV. I am Christiana Babayo. Thanks for joining us.